Hello and welcome to Bethan's Kitchen and Garden. I've been away for about 10 days and I've left my garden in the hands of my husband. So of course we have an awful lot of overgrown courgettes to deal with. But I'm going to be going around and tidying up today and trying to sort as much out as I can today and tomorrow. And I've just done a carrot harvest, so I wanted to show you the carrots before I take them in and wash them. For anyone who's been following my vlogs for a while will know that I planted these back in February time, all these 5 pots here, and I've only really got around to unearthing them now. So this was all harvest we had from that pot. So this was the first carrot me and my son pulled out, and I was over the moon because that's probably the best carrot I've ever grown. And I thought, oh, we're in for a real good barrel here. And then the rest turned out to be a bit misshapen, but I'm happy with them. It's better. Normally I get that, all my carrots are like that, so I was very happy to get these. I think this variety is Nance and this variety is Norfolk. I can tell this is Norfolk because it's long and thin, and that's how they grow. And again, I got a good, probably a better harvest than the first ones. So so that's what I'm gonna stick with. I am very tempted to pull these other 3 to see what we've got, but I think I'll leave them for another time. I've got my 2 little helpers here. We've just harvested 2 of the massive courgettes. How heavy is it, Griff?
I would say 10 boulders.
10 boulders. What about yours, Anwan?
1,000 boulders.
So are we going to be eating courgette all week?
No! I will throw this courgette if you say we have to.
Oh, but you didn't mind the courgette cake I made?
What? Oh, that was made out of raisins. I love that.
Yeah, well there we are. So maybe we'll put some in a courgette cake for you both.
Yeah, the raisin cake.
Yeah, the raisin cake. So my outdoor tomatoes have taken a bit of a battering. I have just taken leaves off this one, and I've put an additional stake in there, because it's just really flopped over. But I was taking this off because it's sort of all brownish and yellowish, and I can't tell if that's blight or not. There's no sign of the blight on the tomatoes at the moment, so I think I'm going to keep them limping along for as long as possible. And if not, I shall have to make some green tomato chutney. Here we are, look, I haven't done these ones yet, so you can see that that's looking a bit brown, but like I say, I'm not sure if that's blight or natural decay. I have got some tomatoes there, 1 or 2 that are ready for picking. Hopefully if I take those dodgy leaves off, they will last a bit longer. Similarly, these stems on here, they look a bit brown, and I'm not sure really about those ones. I got one big red tomato there. Then this is the Heinz variety of bush tomato, so I'll be able to try one Heinz tomato by the look of it. And again, we're down to the back to the brownish sort of, is it blight, isn't it blight? There's no blight on the stems, just on the leaves, so I'm gonna keep them going for a bit longer. This is the harvest I've done so far today. I've got quite a few runner beans there. They're the Lady Di variety. Then I've got dwarf green beans. I think that was Sprint or Sprite, I can't remember which one. The carrots you will have seen earlier, and some mixed climbing beans. Then the mahoosive courgettes modelled by my children. a small harvest of raspberries, but it was a good thing for me to do because it meant I went through the whole bushes and took away the bad raspberries as well. So hopefully more good raspberries will come now. These ones are from the front garden. The coloured tomatoes and the different varieties that I've got growing in the front garden. These ones are from the greenhouse. They're the Rosilla and the Momand, and then I got a couple of blueberries and a few blackberries, but they'll make a sort of nice, they'll go nice with my yogurt in the morning for breakfast. Well, that's enough harvesting. I better get on with doing some work, and what I'm going to start with is a bit of weeding. Here is my very weedy leek patch, and this one is for Bill and Val from Bill and Val's allotment, so you can show your son-in-law Dave that he is not the only person to have a weedy leek bed. But I'm going to get on now and clear it, so I'll show you what it's looking like once I've finished. Well, here's the weeded leeks. So they're all looking great. I've left the cover off them now because I wanted to see if my cats would leave the area alone, and I can't see that they've dug anywhere. So that's great. Let's go and find something else to do. There's this humongous molehill here. I've also got two over there. So I do need to just dig up the molehill and just move it onto here maybe, although you can see the mole has come up there as well. But before I do that, I just want to sort out my squashes over here, my pumpkins, because I've got 4 pumpkins set, and I feel like that is enough. I don't need any more. So what I want to do, this is growing all the way over there and all the way up there along the fence, so I'm just going to cut them just after the fruit there. So I'll just probably cut around about here-ish and tidy this area up a bit. I now have a barrow load of compost clippings to go in the compost heap and a tidy area around here, which give me a chance to tie in the blackberries at the back. And I've unearthed 2 apples here. So there's one, Bramley I think they are, and there's the other one. So that was an exciting find once they got rid of the squash foliage. And I just tidied up down here as well. My artichokes doing really well. My next job today is to tidy up this greenhouse because well, everything's in a bit of a state in here. So where to start? So I've got some cucumber that looks, you know, like it's had it, but then the top growth is putting out more cucumbers. So what I need to do is put some hooks in along the back so I can put in a couple of strings at different heights, and then I can string up the remaining healthy bit of cucumber, cut all these bad leaves off. I've got this one melon really here, my other melon rotted off and is on the floor down there, and my other melon plants are not really producing anything at all, so I'm not quite sure whether to just take them out or not. And then I have the seedlings I planted a couple of weeks ago that need potting on. My lettuces are going bonkers, as you can see, and I need to string up these onions. So there's not much room in that greenhouse, so I can't put you up on a tripod, so I'll just have to do an instant transformation reveal. So I'll get on with doing all those jobs now, and I will show you what it's looking like when I'm done. Well, I kind of got it all sorted out. I put my strings in so the cucumbers are got a bit more support to grow. Oh look, I missed that one. I took all the... Like, how come you always miss one, isn't it? It's amazing. And it's right in front of my eyes. Yeah, so I've strung them all up. So hopefully that will be fine. Some of these melon plants, I'm not really sure if it's worth keeping them going. They're looking a bit sparse. I moved the melon that was growing to the back there, and then I've potted on all of the seedlings that were here apart from this one here, because some of those pansies are still coming through, so I didn't want to disturb the pansy bit. But I have done the wallflowers, they've been potted on. I won't go through everything, all the seedlings that I've potted on. I'll do that when I do my greenhouse tour soon. So they're all looking tidy. My as I was going back to this melon now, there is a bit of powdery mildew coming on some of them, and the reason I left some of the melons in was because they're showing little tiny signs of melons on them somewhere. But it might be a bit late in the season really, so what I might do is cut my losses and just sow some carrots in these tubs. But I'll leave it grow for a little bit longer. I have got a cucumber coming nicely there, so we're not quite out of cucumbers yet, which is great. Well, that's it from me. I got a couple of jobs done that I've been meaning to do for ages. Potting on all those seedlings was a big job, and I did that last night. So I was up quite late doing that, but I'm glad they're done. It's always so much better when they're done. The only things I didn't pot on were some lettuces, which I've just direct sown into the beds at the front. So I'll just show you that now with a video, and that is it from me for today. I like I said, I'm pleased with what I've got done. There's still loads more to do around the plot, and hopefully I'll get around to doing it when my children are back in school. So thank you for watching, liking and subscribing if you have done so. I really appreciate it, and I always love your comments. They are fantastic, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. All I can say about my work today is lovely job.